AWsome Sports Player Analysis. Diego Elias, the Peruvian Puma. Diego's 22 years old and he's ranked number 9 in the world. Diego won his last event, the Canada Cup, where he beat Paul Coll 3-2 in the final. He's only 22 and he's already beaten Mohamed El Shorbagy. He beat him in November in the Qatar Classic. So he is capable of beating the very best. Diego and Miguel Rodriguez are really putting South America on the squash map. It's so impressive to come from smaller squash nations and achieve such a high standard. And who knows, these guys could be the start of a whole new generation of squash players from South America. The strengths of Diego's game are really obvious. His movement is absolutely key. It's superb. He glides around the court in the most incredibly smooth manner. This makes him very depressing to play against because he always looks unflustered and unhurried. No matter what shots and what quality you throw at him, he just gets the ball back, returns to the tee, and constantly gives off this demeanour of being in control all the time. Because of this smooth movement, his counter drops, especially on the backhand, are absolutely delightful. At full stretch, he simply glides in and just rolls in a counter drop, similar to what a Gregory Gaultier does, and he gets it low and tight and instantly turns defence into attack. Well, his style of game doesn't look like anything special. He does the basics well. He generally doesn't go for anything too flashy and he keeps it simple, but he does have a very high skill level, and even though he doesn't use it as often as the Egyptians, he does come with the threat of hitting something absolutely outrageous whenever he feels like it. I think the weaknesses of Diego are he can become down. If somebody like an Ali Farag, for example, is getting on top of him, he does let his head drop and he does seem to get depressed quite quickly. And then he'll go for a few more flamboyant shots that he normally would, almost as a last option, which of course puts him in trouble and he'll generally lose the rally. I think he cross-courts slightly too much, but that's sort of nitpicking a little bit. I do feel Diego is an excellent all-round player. He reminds me a little bit of a Darryl Selby in his smoothness of movement and his style of play, which is a basic style, but always has the threat of doing something different. I really feel Diego will be one of the players who come through to challenge Mohamed and Ali Farag and Tarek. He is that next generation of player who is going to be number 1 or 2 in the world, guaranteed, in the next 3 or 4 years. Thanks for listening to yet another AWsome Sports player profile. Check out the AWsome Sports website for many, many more.